Windows used to mean freedom. The startup sound, the blue wallpaper, the endless possibilities. It wasn't just software, it was empowerment. But somewhere along the way, Microsoft lost that spark. Windows didn't die overnight. It faded, one bad decision at a time. So today, let's talk about what really killed Windows and what's coming next. Windows 95 changed everything. The Start menu, the taskbar, the digital front door to computing. Then came Windows XP, arguably the best version ever made. Stable, simple, reliable. Businesses built entire infrastructures around it. You bought it once, installed it, and it was yours. No telemetry, no ads, no bloat, just performance. XP was so good that even 12 years later, up to 25% of users were still running it. Back then, Microsoft wasn't selling subscriptions, they were selling ownership. The cracks started with Windows 8. Instead of improving what worked, Microsoft reinvented the wheel and made a square one. Tiles everywhere. Start menu gone. Desktop users confused. It wasn't built for people. It was built for metrics app installs, engagement, control. Then came Windows 10, the last version of Windows, a service that would evolve forever. Except service turned into subscription. Same playbook as Office 365. Take something people already paid for, strip away ownership, and sell it back monthly. That's vendor lock-in. And once you're locked in, they own you. The real death of Windows wasn't about software, it was about trust. Updates broke more than they fixed. Ads appeared in File Explorer. Privacy toggles were off, but not really off. Then came the hardware lock stunt, perfectly good. PCS suddenly labeled unsupported for Windows 11. That's when people realized this wasn't. Innovation it was control. Microsoft stopped selling ownership. Now they sell permission, and that permission comes with strings. Analytics adds constant verification. Today's Windows feels more like a marketing platform than an operating system. Your taskbar promotes Edge. Your Start menu suggests apps. Outlook upsells storage and Copilot integrations. And now AI is everywhere, called Copilot, intelligent, everything. But here's the truth. AI isn't ruining Windows. The business model is Microsoft builds for retention, not users. Keep you inside the ecosystem, feed you just enough innovation to justify another subscription, and collect data along the way. For small businesses, that's a nightmare. Instead of stable tools, you're managing forced features and hidden costs. But people are waking up. 10 years ago, switching OS felt impossible. Today, most of your work lives in the browser. Email, chat, project management, TITs, all online. The OS is just the wrapper. That's why offices once dominated by Windows now have MacBooks. Even Linux, the nerd OS, is polished, secure, and doesn't try to sell you things every 5 minutes. Microsoft trained people to depend on Windows. The cloud trained people not to care. The next Windows moment won't happen on your desktop. It'll happen in the cloud. Microsoft knows this. That's why they're pushing Azure Cloud PCs. Convenient? Yes. But convenience means giving up control again. When your environment lives on their servers, you don't just lose ownership of software, you lose ownership of your workspace. Apple's heading there with iCloud. Google's already there. We're moving to a world where your device is disposable and your identity is the product. Say what you will, Windows changed the world. It put a computer in every home and office. It built industries. It made the modern economy possible. But somewhere along the line, Microsoft forgot that success came from empowerment, not control. Windows didn't die because it failed. It died because it became unrecognizable. Maybe Windows isn't dead, it's just evolving out of relevance. Because history shows when a company forgets why people loved its product, that product eventually stops mattering. Thanks for watching. If you've ever used Windows, you're part of this story. Do you think Microsoft can turn this around, or is Windows truly gone for good? Drop a comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.